Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2020 MPAK Virtual Benefit of Love Gala. My name is Gina Kim. I'm a part-time correspondent for NBC News and the founder of two businesses that are proudly sponsoring this worthy event tonight. We know attending yet another virtual event from your computer is not something you're thrilled about, and neither are we. We'd much rather see your wonderful faces in person. But the fact that you are here anyway on a Saturday night to hear stories about and hopefully help children who aren't fortunate enough to have parents or families speaks volumes about who you are, and we are so, so grateful. At this time, let me introduce Steve Morrison, the founder of MPAK, the mission to promote adoption of kids.
Good evening, everyone. I became an orphan at age of 5 when our family broke up and couldn't keep the family together. I remember so many days and nights when I wished for nothing more than to be hugged and comforted by my mother. From the window of my orphanage, I would see children holding their dad's hands, and they walked along the street, and I yearned for that to be me. For 8 long years, I languished in that orphanage. I almost gave up hope, but when I was 14 years old, the Morrison family in Utah, with Southern Baptist faith, decided they wanted to unconditionally love a homeless teenage boy like me and call him their son. And from that point on, my life changed. I was raised in a loving home by loving parents and siblings, and now I have a loving wife and 5 children, 2 of whom were adopted. And I work in the aerospace industry. Our mission at MPAK is to help children like me through adoption, or like we are doing tonight, by sending homeless children our support. We appreciate you for staying with us for our short 40-minute program to hear their stories and see how you can make a difference in their lives. At this time, I'd like to recognize our sponsors, starting with a very special company called Kansha Creamery, which is located in Gardena, and they sell handmade, best-tasting ice cream, bar none. But perhaps even more amazing than Kansha Creamery's ice cream are their owner, sister, and brother team, Elaine and James Maramoto. When Elaine and James heard about us 3 years ago, they were so moved, and they decided to donate a substantial portion of their profit from that point on to support MPAK's North Korea vision. Up to now, they have contributed $178,000, and Kansha has stepped up again this year as a platinum level sponsor. Lane and James can join me now, and we cannot thank you enough. What is the, so I have something very special for you, and we want to present to you a very special plaque with Kansha logo on it. So it's a appreciation plaque. It says, for sharing in the North Korea vision and supporting many orphans in China and Korea, with MPAK logo. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, James. And all the years of support. And because you are supporting our North Korean vision, and we got something special from North Korea by North Korean painter of this great watercolor of North Korean children, because you shared in our North Korea vision. So here is a paint by Mr. Kim Jo-ya of North Korea. And this is a watercolor. Yeah. So this is watercolor, and hope you like it. Just hang it and enjoy. And thank you very much for the 3 years of support that you have given us. You can take that. Just one question. What is the, just share with our audience, what is your motivation or drive that you want to share with nonprofits like ours?
Our drive?
Yeah, your motivation, why you're sharing your profits with our nonprofit like our organization.
Yeah, we know that MPAK is constantly going after God's heart, and we just want to support that and go along with that journey.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I ask all of you out there, please give Elaine and James a real virtual applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now, Gina.
It's actually
And
still
you're the-
you.
Okay, in addition to, and now you may go. Yeah, thank you.
And come on up.
So, in addition to Kansha, I'd like to recognize some significant donors. Kansha being the platinum level donor, we also want to like Mr. Edward Yoon of the New Connect Freight and Incorporated, and there's also an anonymous donor that's donated significantly. And at diamond level, we have Mr. Jim Park of Jess and Jane. Thank you very much. Gold level, Nico Easy Wash Children's Car Seat and Worldwide Video Production, owned by Gina Para Kim. And also, I'd like to thank Mr. Nam Lee of Cherish. At the bronze level, Dr. Song, Alice and Julia Song, thank you. And Ray Mizutani of the Sun Kiss, thank you for supporting all of us. And I'd like to kind of tell you a little bit about what MPAK is. Many of you know what MPAK is. For those who are not familiar with MPAK, allow me to spend a few minutes describing what we are about. MPAK stands for Mission to Promote Adoption of Kids. MPAK was established in 1999 to promote adoption of homeless children and to bring about positive changes in the Korean adoption culture, which is filled with negative social stigma and misunderstanding regarding adoption. While adoption is our core mission, we realize that so many more children are not adopted. So in 2015, MPAK adopted a new mission to support the orphans and orphanages in Korea and China. And this virtual MPAK gala tonight is especially geared to help those orphans in need. In addition, MPAK North Korea Vision was set up to prepare to go in and help the homeless children in the future when there's a reunification happening. And we want to prepare for that now rather than sit and wait. So the next chart will show MPAK has been able to accomplish over the span of 21 years since its founding. MPAK has grown from one adopted family to over 1,500 adopted families, mainly in Korea, through domestic adoption promotion. We have 28 regional areas in Korea and 6 in the US. MPAK also worked with Korean government and the agencies to establish the National Adoption Day in Korea. We are now investing in the future generation of Korean adoption landscape by reaching out to approximately 40,000 young students nationwide each year with adoption education in schools all over Korea. Through various programs and promotions, MPAK was able to drastically improve domestic adoption culture in Korea, which opened up the doors for many homeless children to grow up in loving families. Next few slides will show you various activities by MPAK in Korea as well as in the US. MPAK has annual conferences to promote domestic adoption in Korea, and I'm so proud to say how our efforts have brought so much change, significant changes in the way people view adoption. But most importantly, thousands of children have found homes. The next slide will show you different MPAK regional adoptive family gatherings, support groups that have been formed all over Korea to promote domestic adoptions in their respective regional areas. But the adoptive families gather network is not only in Korea, but it has been happening in the US since its founding. The next slide will show you the children that have been adopted by Korean American families at our annual MPAK picnic. Next slide will show you an example of other activities, including annual retreat in the local mountain that brings so many families within the U.S. together. And we have seminars for the parents, fun and games for children and youth, and overall strengthening of adoptive families. The last slide shows you this chart on MPAK's impact on 3 areas of needs. The first one is on adoption promotion by advocating for children's rights to home. The second impact area is supporting the adoptive families to build a stronger and more loving environment for all members of families. And the third impact area is serving and defending the orphan children that are fatherless. At MPAK, children are our passion, and they are our vision. And I want to thank all of you for participating and supporting our 2020 MPAK Virtual Benefit of Love Gala. Thank you very much. Gina?
So, some of you heard me giving directions behind the scenes because my mic was still on. So sorry about that. This is live TV, folks, or live YouTube, I should say. And we're also hearing that when we go to full screens, you guys are hearing us at half the volume, or you have to really crank it up. If that is still happening, let us know. Feel free to write it in the chat. By the way, we love all the chats, love all the hearts and the emojis. So thank you for cheering us on. And whenever we have technical difficulties, just point them out and we'll try to pinpoint them as much as possible. All right. So before we proceed with the rest of the program, we want to do a raffle prize drawing. There are more than 250 people who officially registered for our gala. And if you are one of them, we will have a raffle drawing, at the end of our program just for you. But we want to tell you about it so that you could stick around for the whole thing. The first prize winner will get an iPad. The second prize winner gets a $250 gift card. And the third prize winner will get a $100 gift card. So please stay with us until the end of the program. As the evening progresses, everyone watching has the opportunity at any time to donate or bid on silent auction items. When you do either, we can guarantee that more than 90% of your donations will go directly to the children we are helping tonight, as MPAK has no paid staff. I don't get paid either. Steve doesn't get paid. All of our work is done by volunteers, and most of our money goes directly to the children. So here is how to donate or bid. If you want to use your phone, click on the text message you got Kobe Bryant, who we know we lost earlier this year, tragically. Autographed photo by my favorite singer of all time, Michael Jackson. Somebody's already bid on that, darn. North Korean wine, spirits, and other souvenirs made in North Korea. You cannot get this anywhere else, folks. Autographed posters by the cast of films such as The Avengers and Star Wars. Original sketches by Charles Schultz and Matt Groening, among others. Autographed sheet music by the Eagles, Johnny Cash, Taylor Swift, so many more. Getaways to beautiful places, special experiences like with the cast of Hamilton. And listen to this, if you've ever wanted to capture the story of your mom, grandmother, friend, someone who has an incredible or meaningful life story to you, my company, Worldwise Productions, will create a legacy video of that person, capturing their story on camera, accompanied by video and photos of them and their families for a starting bid of $2,000. Now, the value of this video is $10,000. So you could get this for a drastic discount, with all proceeds going directly to children. And then the live auction item, we are auctioning off in just about half an hour from now a Darth Vader helmet, personally signed by the 7 original stars of the first ever Star Wars film, plus the director and composer. We're talking Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca, Kenny Baker, who played R2-D2, Dave Prowse, who played Darth Vader, and Anthony Daniels, who played C-3PO, plus director George Lucas and composer John Williams. And here it is. We will mail this helmet in a special display case to the lucky winner of the live auction. And the live auction, you'll see you can't bid on it yet. When we open it up, though, you better get ready to bid on it because it's going to go up fast. We posted it on Star Wars forums and everything, and there's a huge amount of Star Wars fans out there. You want one of these? Only 50 of these exist in the world. Get your fingers ready. 3 of these stars, as we know, are now deceased, so there are no more opportunities to own something like this. This is an extremely rare item, and we will auction this off in about half an hour from now, as we said. Starting bid, $3,000. All right. So, according to UNICEF, there are approximately 140 million orphans in the world. While MPAK cannot reach all of them, here is what we can do. These are our 3 goals tonight. Number 1, help children of North Korean escapees who have become orphaned. Number 2, help HIV positive and special needs orphans in China. Number 3, help aged out orphans in Korea who struggle to support themselves after they are forced out of our system because they turned 18 years old. Over the last 5 years, MPAK has raised over $1.3 million, almost all of which go directly to orphaned children. However, as we all know, this year has been extremely difficult for all of us, and especially for organizations like MPAK. We have just not been able to raise funds in a normal way. But as you can imagine, these children need us more than ever, and we can't let the pandemic blind us to their suffering. First, let's talk about the children of North Korean escapees. According to a 2019 United States congressional report, approximately 80% of North Korean escapees are women. Of these women, 80% of those have been trafficked, bought and sold like slaves in black markets as brides or sex slaves in China. According to the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, there are approximately 20,000 to 30,000 children who are born from these North Korean women escapees. The mothers are considered illegal aliens, and China refuses to grant them refugee status. And thus, many of these mothers are captured by Chinese authorities and repatriated back to North Korea, forcing the children to grow up without their mothers. MPAK strongly believes that the only way for these children to have a chance at a decent life and meaningful employment is through education. So money raised tonight will be converted dollar for dollar to scholarships. Our goal is to fund at least 100 scholarships. That is 100 lives that we can change for the better, 100 lives whose path we can alter. Take a look at these videos from 2 students who have benefited from MPAK's help.
我叫赵正祥，今年17岁，住在吉林省安图县松江镇双峰村。然后我在安图一中上学，然后今年高3了。然后呢，我的母亲在我很小的时候就离开了。然后感谢 MPAK 赞助人员对我的支持，然后谢谢你们，祝福你们。
안녕하세요. 저희 이름은 김홍화이고 올해 22살입니다. 지금 장춘에서 대학교 4학년을 다니고 있습니다. 저희 어머니는 오래전부터 연락이 되지 않았고 저희 아버지는 2009년에 돌아가셨습니다. 작년에 지원해주신 자금을 학비로 사용해서 대학교 생활을 하는데 큰 도움이 되었습니다. 저에게 도움을 주신 MPAK 모든 분들에게 너무나 감사드립니다.
So what do our dollars get these kids? Well, it's a lot more than what they would get here in the States, that is for sure. For instance, $1,500 gets one student tuition, room, and board for a year in that border area between China and North Korea. $500 will help support other school-related expenses such as books, supplies, school uniforms, and activities. $100 will help with their medical insurance. So let's take a quick look at where we are in terms of donations received. Our goal is $200,000. Right now, so far, we have raised $37,435, and that includes a lot of the sponsorship money and the donations that came in before our event tonight. As you can see, we have a long ways to go, so please be generous and click that donate button or start bidding on the silent auction items, in which case you get something for the money that you are donating tonight, 100% of which will go to the children. But yeah, as the event progresses, if you could just click that donate button, and then later on, we're going to have more opportunities for you to give money. Right now, we're just grateful you're here. So MPAK founder Steve Morrison also visited a special orphanage in southern China that moved him tremendously. The HIV-positive Children's Center, whose location we cannot disclose for security reasons, houses 43 children. All of the children were born with HIV. They were orphaned or abandoned early and came into the care of Mr. Lin Li, who is the orphanage director. The children look just like any other children, but their future is very bleak because of the stigma that they face in China. We have a short video on the orphanage and the story of one little girl named Hui Yan Zhao who touched Steve's heart.
其实他们跟普通孩子一样，就是有着各样的一个梦想，那害怕孤独，甚至害怕一样的眼光。由于人们对 HIV 的这个知识的一个匮乏，以及前期就是治疗的资源的一个短缺，部分感染者的话呢，确诊比较晚，或者是最佳的那个治疗的时机，最后导致自己就无法医治，他们留下的孩子，那么就变成了孤儿。
我叫赵慧燕，今年12岁，读小学5年级。我喜欢做的事情是弹电子琴。我的梦想是成为钢琴家。这是我在西南学校唱歌得的优秀歌手。我可以为你演奏一首歌。
Now, this facility exists in secret to protect the children. Once neighbors realize who they are and what they do, they are forced to vacate and move to another place. Since 2006, when the facility opened, they have had to move 8 times. What touched Steve's heart was that despite the health concerns that come from having an HIV-positive child, families in the U.S. still adopt them. But many children, of course, languish. Here is what the 43 children who currently live their need. $7,200 can fund one HIV child's living expenses at the orphanage for 1 year. $600 pays for 1 year of medical treatment for that HIV-positive child. $200 pays for one child's tutorial education because they can't go to physical school, and enrichment lessons like the piano that you saw that little girl playing just now. Let's take a quick look on where we are in donations so far. Ooh, look at that. We went up $5,000 in just the past few minutes. Thank you so much. That $5,000 can go towards that HIV-positive orphanage that we were just telling you about. We're going to keep checking back, so please be generous and thank you so much. Steve was just 4 years away from being aged out of his orphanage, as you heard him earlier, when he was luckily adopted by a wonderful family from Utah. In Korea and many other places, orphans are forced out into the world at age 18 with very little support and means. Their long stay in orphanages, some since they were infants, have left them institutionalized and with less social and physical means of relating to others. They often suffer from attachment disorder, experience developmental delays, and abnormal brain development. Once they leave the orphanage, in South Korea at least, they are given just $5,000 with which to fend for themselves. 8 out of 10 aged out orphans live below the poverty level as a result. In recent years, the media has begun to tell the stories of these aged out orphans. Take a look at this video.
그제 아침 서울의 한 보육원입니다. 60명의 원생들이 살고 있는 보육원에서는 추석 맞이가 한창인데요. 올해 고등학교 3학년인 강우혁 군에게 이번 추석은 예년과 다릅니다.
아쉽지만 여기서 보내는 마지막 추석이라서요. 좀 아쉬운 마음도 있고 더 있고 싶은데 더 있을 수 없으니까.
초등학교 6학년 때부터 이곳 보육원에서 자란 우혁이는 5개월 뒤 고등학교를 졸업하고 나면 보육원을 나가 홀로 서기를 해야만 합니다. 의식주는 물론 모든 것을 혼자 꾸려나가야 하는 삶. 퇴소 날짜가 다가올수록 우혁이는 성인이 된다는 설렘보다 걱정이 앞섭니다.
스스로 다 해야 되니까 나가면 진짜 어려울 텐데 난 잘 해낼 수 있을까? 이렇게 잘 견딜 수 있을까? 이렇게.
가장 걱정이 되는 건 역시 당장 살 수 있는 집입니다. 서울의 경우 자립정착금으로 500만 원이 지원되긴 하지만 그 돈으로 혼자 지낼 방 한 칸 구하기가 쉽지 않은데요.
500만 원으로는 요즘에 좀 어림없어가지고요. 돈 없이 나가면 힘들 테니까. 그래서 최대한 빨리 취업하는 게 좋을 것 같다고.
어렵사리 지낼 곳을 마련했다 하더라도 아이들의 걱정이 끝나는 건 아닙니다. 앞으로는 보호자 없이 모든 걸 혼자 해결하며 살아가야 한다는 심리적 부담 역시 아이들을 힘들게 합니다. 올해 초 홀로 서기를 시작한 희지 씨 역시 자립을 위해 고군분투 중입니다.
제가 직접 겪으니까 살 곳이 없다는 거에 대한 스트레스가 엄청나게 심하더라고요. 막막하고요. 살 곳이 없다는 거는 살 수 없다라고 생각이 들더라고요.
퇴소 후 처음 며칠은 모텔에서 그 뒤로는 아는 선배가 사는 기숙사에서 얹혀 지내기도 했던 희지 씨. 무엇보다 희지 씨를 가장 힘들게 한 건 이제 자신에겐 돌아갈 집도 의지할 가족도 없다는 거였습니다.
다시 못 들어가잖아요. 내가 도대체 이 세상에서 뭘 그렇게 잘못했길래 이 정도로 힘들까. 가족한테도 외면당하고 내가 그렇게 이제 버려질 만큼 잘못했나 이 생각도 많이 들더라고요.
극단적인 생각까지 할 정도로 퇴소 이후의 나날들은 가시밭길이었습니다.
앞으로 내가 누구한테 의지하면서 살지 되게 고민이 많더라고요. 20살인데 20살이라고 어른은 아니잖아요, 다. 네, 아직 학생이기도 하고.
조사에 따르면 보육원을 나온 청년 가운데 약 40%는 미취업 상태. 직장을 구할 때마다 어김없이 등장하는 질문 탓에 일자리 구하기가 더 힘들다고 하는데요.
그러니까 아버지는 어떻고 엄마는 어떻고 생활에는 어떻고 물어보잖아요. 그걸 내가 할 말이 없더라고요.
결국 보육원을 나온 아이들은 사회의 문턱에 들어서자마자 빈곤층으로 전락하는 경우가 많습니다. 열악한 주거 환경과 감당할 수 없는 생활비, 불안정한 고용이 악순환을 낳는 겁니다.
법적 보호가 끝난 뒤 사회로 나오는 보호 종결 아동은 매년 약 3천여 명. 보육원을 나서면 그야말로 생존 전쟁이 시작됩니다. 자립 정착금 500만 원이 지원되지만 홀로 서기를 하기엔 턱없이 부족한데요.
수하고 나가서 몇 개월 안에 거의 다 수중에 갖고 있는 돈들이 다 떨어지게 되는 상황이어서 10명 중에 정말 잘 사는 친구들은 한두 명에 불과하고 범죄자나 아니면 스스로 목숨을 끊는 사례들이 많이 있습니다. 시설 안에서 보호 이제 종료가 됐다. 보호할 필요가 없다. 라고 하는데 현실적으로는 시설 밖으로 나갔더니 더 보호가 필요한 현실들이 온 거죠.
MPAK is working with two organizations that support these young adults, Sunhan Mission and Love Beyond the Orphanage. They provide housing assistance, scholarship funds, job placement, and mentorship. Take a look at these quick video messages. The first is from the founder of Sunhan Mission, Mr. Choi Sang-gyu, and the second is by Julie Duvall of Love Beyond the Orphanage.
안녕하세요. 저는 대한민국에서 보호종료 아동의 자립을 지원하는 선한 울타리 사역을 하고 있는 최상규입니다. 지난 2017년 미주 MPAK 후원 갈라쇼의 후원금은 보호종료 아동들이 생활하는 숙소를 준비하는 데 사용하였습니다. 선한 울타리는 2015년부터 6년 동안 총 37명의 보호종료 아동의 자립을 지원하고 있으며 그동안 선한 울타리의 종합적인 애프터케어 서비스를 받은 청년들이 대학교나 직장 생활을 통해 건강하게 자립하고 있습니다. 앞으로 선한 울타리는 특별히 경계선지능, 지적장애로 자립의 어려움을 겪고 있는 보호종료 아동들을 돕고자 준비하고 있습니다. 후원하신 금액은 특별히 이렇게 더 어려운 청년들을 위해 사용하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Hello, I'm Julie Duvall, CEO of Love Beyond the Orphanage. I want to thank MPAK and Steve for putting together this MPAK 2020 Virtual Benefit of Love for Orphans that Need Care. At Love Beyond the Orphanage, we serve aged-out orphans by providing scholarships and hosting holiday events, Lunar New Year and Chuseok. These holidays are celebrated with families, but aged-out orphans have no place to go. Instead, holidays only remind them they're without families, and this makes them feel even more lonely. Love Beyond the Orphanage tries to create a family-like atmosphere, providing a place where they can come together to play games, enjoy special holiday foods, and spend time with other aged adults. Thank you to MPAK for raising awareness of all the orphans that are struggling, and for raising funds for the weak and the fatherless children. God bless.
And the holidays are coming up, aren't they? And I can imagine that it's a difficult time for anyone who doesn't have a family. So, $8,000 provides room and board for an aged-out youth at the Sunhan Mission facility for 1 year. $5,000 provides 50 of these young adults a place to gather and celebrate the holidays, hosted by Love Beyond the Orphanage. Now, they do this twice a year during the holidays, so the total cost is $10,000, if that interests you. $1,000 provides 1 year of mentorship and counseling for a young person. Let's take another quick look at how we are doing in fundraising. Okay, we're going up. $43,560, not too shabby. If you can click on that donate button, that's what this evening and event is about. And again, all the children that you saw, those are the families that we are helping. So as I mentioned at the beginning, we are shipping off Monday to one lucky winner a Darth Vader helmet, personally signed by the 7 original stars of the first ever Star Wars film, plus the director and composer, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca, Kenny Baker, who played R2-D2, Dave Prowse, who played Darth Vader, and Anthony Daniels, who played C-3PO, plus director George Lucas and composer John Williams. This item is very rare, and now we are about to auction this off. So please go to bidpal.com/MPAK2020 and get ready to bid now. Steve, are we opening up the live auction? We're opening it up right this moment. Let's go and start bidding on this. 3 of those people who signed that helmet are now deceased. It comes in a beautiful display case and also a certificate of authenticity. We started this bid at $3,000. Let's see where we are. Let's go to the scoreboard. Is there anybody bidding on it right now, Steve? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. That's odd. Come on, people. It's a Darth Vader helmet, one of 50 in the world. And all 3,000 or however much you're able to donate goes directly to children. Let's do this. Who wants to take this home and also help children out? That's what we're talking about here. We'll leave it open for a couple more minutes. Let me know when a bidder and bids. So is it still at 3,000? What happens if nobody bids? Nobody wins and then it just goes back to the auction house that we got it from? Okay. I don't know. It's kind of a loss. It's a little sad if nobody wants this, seeing as how many Star Wars fans there are out there. There's no bidding button. There's no bidding button? Oh, well, thanks, Andrew. Thanks for pointing that out. That could be a problem. We're trying to figure that out right now. Okay, let's look at it. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's only on watch. Oh, Lord. Huh. What if we move it to the silent auction items? It's on now? Let's hit refresh on that. Aha, there we go. Oh, 3,300. Okay, it's up to 3,300. That's good. 241 song. You just might walk away with this. Come on, 3,300 people. You could probably eBay this for like double at the very least. Still at 3,300. Let me know if it goes up. Sorry about that bidding button. But hopefully now you see it. If you refresh your screen, should be able to see it. Hey, this is the final opportunity. I'm closing this out in about a minute. You got 1 minute to put a bid, so if you're on the fence, put it in now. When that clock turns to 7:45, we're going to stop it. Is that okay with you, Steve? About 1 more minute? And if you're watching this and you happen to, at some point, pause the live stream or go back, like rewind, just remember to toggle your slider all the way to the right so you can bid on everything live. We don't want you to stumble on this helmet 5 minutes from now because you took a bathroom break and then you were like, oh no, it's gone. Okay, almost 7:45, people. Going once. Going twice. Whoa! So sold for $3,300. Somebody just robbed this helmet blind, because that was an amazing deal. Congratulations to the person who got it. I mean, like I said, you could almost like eBay this for probably a whole lot more money. So you scored, and thank you, because all that money just went to the kids. So maybe you're the type of person who gets more meaning and fulfillment from being able to say, hey, I just provided 1 year's worth of room and board for one aged-out orphan in Korea. Or I just financed one HIV-positive orphan's living expenses for 1 year in China. If that is you, if you're going to feel amazing when you get a thank you from that young person whose life you changed for the next year, now is your time. Please go to the BidPal website, again, bidpal.com/MPAK2020, and click on the Donate Now button. You should be seeing a screen like this. It has the amounts that we're targeting during the next few minutes during our live appeal portion of this fundraising event. We will start at $20,000 and go down from there. I'm going to give you a moment to get ready. Think about the amounts that you're able to do. We already told you how much it costs for kids at the various places that we showed you tonight. For instance, $1,500, one student tuition, room and board for a year. $500, help support other school-related expenses such as books, supplies, school uniforms, and activities. This is just for North Korea. $100 for medical insurance. Keep these amounts in mind. Try to understand what it is that you would like to do as we get ready for Christmas to help these children, and just click on that button. Let's go. All right? Who out there is going to give us $20,000, willing to give $20,000, which will help pay for 13 parentless children in North Korea, tuition, room, and board for 1 year. Wow. Or 3 HIV-positive children's living expenses for 1 year. Or 33 HIV-positive children's medical expenses for 1 year. That's what $20,000 does. Or allow 2 aged-out orphans with room and board while they focus on getting educated or find a job. That's a lot of lives impacted just from your dollars. And Steve personally visits the children and verifies the funds are used as intended, as he is accountable to MPAK board and to all of the donors. He flies over there and gives them a check. So you can also stipulate on your check that you would like the money to go to either the North Korean orphans or the HIV positive center or the aged out orphans in South Korea. So let's see where we are. Has anybody clicked on the $20,000? Can we go to the actual BidPal screen? And has anybody clicked on 20,000? Or is there a click button? Are we able to see? Oh, I see. So we can only see from the thermometer. Yeah. When somebody donates in real time, the thermometer will go up. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to 10,000. The other amounts are, can I see that screen real quick, Sam? $5,000. $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, and hopefully all of you can do $100. I mean, most of us don't blink at going to Korean barbecue for one night, and a couple of bottles of soju later, we're at $100, right? What if you skip Korean barbecue? Well, we can't even go anyway right now, right? We can't even go to eat Korean barbecue, can we? No, right? We can't. I mean, I guess they moved it outside. Yeah, it's like the grill and everything is not over there. If you skip one Korean barbecue meal, okay, that's like $100. But that's so much meaning that for these children. I mean, you could pay for somebody's medical expenses with that $100. So if you are moved, if you could bid at one of those levels, we would appreciate it. Shall we take a look at the amounts again and the thermometer again? Okay. Well, Lorna, my friend Lorna's donating. How awesome is that? Thank you. Lorna is an adoptee herself. So very meaningful that you're doing this, Lorna. Thank you. I don't know. I feel like the thermometer's broken. You think the thermometer's broken? I hope the thermometer's broken because it's kind of not. What about $20, people? $50? You know? What does that mean? See, oh, okay, it is moving up. All right. Well, let's see if it goes above 44 and then maybe to 45 even. I know, it's virtual. If it was a gala, I'd be pointing people out at their tables right now while we're eating rubber chicken dinners and it'd be a lot more intimate and a little bit more kind of real time in terms of the pressure to donate. But we understand everybody's on their computers, and we're just grateful that you're watching and at least listening to the stories. And I should probably point out, if you're like, well, let me think about it, let me talk to my husband, or let me talk to my wife, or, you know, let me see if I'm going to get, you know, that gift that I wanted for Christmas, or, oh boy, I'm going to get my kids a lot of toys this year, and I don't know how much I can give. If you're just thinking about it, go ahead and simmer on it. And then what you can do is just go to MPAK's website and just give us a donation whenever, even after this event ends. The fact that you're just listening to these children's stories and you're here watching me yap when you could be watching, I don't know, a movie on Netflix, or, you know, just going to bed early or going out to an outdoor dining dinner means a lot to us. So thank you very much, and donate whenever you want. So it's wonderful that, given such a strange year and us having to do this virtually, you're giving us what you can. And guess what? In addition to the amount that we have on the thermometer, we have a big surprise for you. You saw Elaine and James Maramoto of Concha Creamery a little while ago. Well, they have agreed to allocate $53,000 of MPAK's North Korea Vision funds to help with tonight's event. So when we add $53,000 to the total raise so far, we get almost $100,000. Wow. Thank you so much, Concha Creamery. Everybody, please go to Gardena and help Concha Creamery out. I mean, they're giving us so much money, and it goes straight to children. And they're such humble people. They literally are like, you can take most of our profits. So you can support Concha, you can support us, maybe help us get above $100,000 by the end of tonight. That would be so sweet. So thank you. But we're at $98,060 right now, and we're really, really grateful. Hey, Lewis, yay! That's my friend Lewis. All right. Oh, wait, 115? How did we get to that? The total, including all of the corporate donations and everything? Okay. Wow, that's nice that it jumped to $115,060. The what? Silent auctions not included? No way. Can we take a really quick look at the silent auctions items so far? And when are we closing that out, by the way? Oh, as soon as this event's over. Okay, guys, we're about to end, okay? We have like 5 more minutes, and I'm so sorry we went a little bit over 7:45. But let's take a look at the silent auction items real quick, because that is about to close. The moment me and Steve shut up, we are going to close out the silent auction items. So if somebody's outbidding you right now, or you were sitting on the fence about bidding on something and you didn't, okay, so what's Kobe Bryant going for right now? I can't see. Oh, maybe we could go to the MPAK screen, Sam, and just look at where the bids are. So yeah, okay, so go to, yep, all items. $17,000 in silent auction item bids? Okay, so Michael Jackson is still at $500. What is going on with that? Michael Jackson deserves a whole lot more than that. Okay, and then let's go to, oh, there it is. Okay, Michael Jackson 500. Oh, value is 1,000. People are getting some deals here tonight. Okay, Star Wars The Last Jedi, $600, value 1,000. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, $900. Star Wars Icons, $1,100. Mission Impossible is getting a bid. Mulan getting bids, that's awesome. Star Trek Original TV Cast Autograph, $700, yay. Oh, Johnny Cash, oh my God, I love Johnny Cash. Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, these are rare items, folks. They were hand signed by these people. Kevin Durant, wait, Kobe Bryant, oh, $1,500. Okay, I knew that was good. Ooh, Tiger Woods, $1,100. All right, and then Muhammad Ali, $700. What a legend he is. Tom Brady, no longer with the Patriots. That is a pretty precious item, because that's an autographed photo of him with the Patriots. So I would put in my bid for that right now, if you can. Oh, somebody is getting a major deal on the Legacy video. You are getting an amazing deal, and you are also going to be amazed at the video that we produce for your loved one. Okay, and then Christmas gift basket. Oh, North Korean brandy, bid at $300. Awesome. And then teacup, the dolls. Oh, NASCAR experience, $1,250. I bet it's worth a whole lot more than that. Fishing, that's really fun. Round of golf for 4, $200. You're getting a bargain there. Sonoma Wine Country Getaway, $1,800. And then Herbalife gift certificate worth $500. Somebody's walking away with that for $250. So, and then half price again for the $1,000 gift certificate. Is it still at about $15,000 that we've raised so far for the silent auction items? Okay, well, if we add that to the $115,000 that we raise, we're raising $120,000 tonight. I think that's pretty decent. We're at 6 figures. We'll be happy with that. Thank you to all of you for participating and your love for children, and especially the children that MPAK serves. You can honestly say you've done your good deed for the upcoming year, and may Santa be very good to you as a result. And if you registered, here is one more gift from Santa, the raffle prize. Steve, let's go ahead and draw a couple of names. So the first one is for what? Let's do reverse order. $100 gift certificate, right? Sure. And we're going to mail these over to you. Come on in, Steve. Come on in a little bit more. Okay. $100 gift card goes to Annie Song. Annie Song. We are going to send you a $100 gift certificate. Okay. Who gets the $250? It's $250, right? Gift certificate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Karen Lee. Karen Lee gets $250. Yay. See, if there was a live audience, we'd have somebody like going, yeah, fist pumping, coming up from the seat.
You're doing it all yourself.
Yeah, with like food still on their mouth. And they're like, I want it. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is the iPad.
Yeah.
Song Hee Jang.
All right.
Song Hee Jang, you want an iPad from the comfort of your pajamas. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Well, thank you for the raffle. And you want to say some closing remarks?
Oh, yes. So I want to thank all of you for participating in tonight. And thank you for a great, not as much as we had hoped, but still, we're looking at 116,000 right now. So we've done good. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the hands that prepared for the gala. And I want to personally thank my good friend, Sam Lee, who's worked so hard on this, putting this together.
Sam.
Really want to thank him. He worked so hard, so many hours, and just really want to thank him for putting together this.
I am the only nice young lady in the room, so yes, I will come forward.
Just found out that I didn't have the camera on.
Oh, wait a second.
No. Oh, I made a mistake.
Wait a second. Are you giving me?
No, we ordered 2 of this.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. One who won the auction for what, 500 was it?
Yeah, 500.
And when I heard that Michael Jackson is your favorite singer,
yes,
I thought
I covered his death for NBC.
Well, and this is what we got for you.
Oh!
Michael Jackson. You really deserve it.
Oh, thank Thank you so
you
much.
put in so much hours and so much time, and just really want to express our appreciation for what you have done.
Oh, thank you so much, Steve.
Yeah,
this
you.
is worth a lot. I know all of his songs by heart, so
okay.
I'll be sleeping with him tonight.
Yeah, okay, so let me kind of close with
Yes,
the rest
sorry.
of the thing. So I would also like to acknowledge all the sponsors and donors, especially a big thanks to Kansha Creamery for the 3 years of support. I especially like to thank Mr. Edward Yoon of New Connect for letting us to use this great facility. But mostly on behalf of MPAK and all the hardworking volunteers, I thank all of you for your participating and supporting us tonight. You have really put a lot of smile on children's face tonight. May God bless all of you, and good night, everyone, and thank you. Thank you.
No audio?